These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. That big hook doesn't land. They exchange punches. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Nice counter shot. Failing to score with that right hook. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Threw the hook, didn't land. Holding nothing back here in the round. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for. And there's the bell for round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. Oh, and they got rocked! What a moment this is! And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. Oh my goodness, Johnny! What a nightmare scenario! And Steamboat goes down. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay? How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! A chance to make history! It's been all one way. Whoa, wait a minute! And at some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. What a huge momentum swing that. There's the bell to start round three. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. That counter shot lands. Swing and a miss with the hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So much for defensive abilities. How did they survive that?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Can't land the jab there. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Incredible work rate. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And there's the bell to start round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Hook misses. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. His stamina is off the charts. Fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter. This with that jab. There's a counter shot. That hook won't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
His stamina is off the charts. Well done with that counter shot. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. A perfect counter lands. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Here we go in the 6th round. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. And Machine goes down. Let's see that again.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four. Are you okay?
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner.
Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here? So apparently the referee deems it's not that serious, and this fight moves on. Counter punch caught him clean. Is he going to punch himself out, though? That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Oh, my! That's a game changer! It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Here we go, it's round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
What desire, but at what cost? His stamina is off the charts. Nice counter shot. See if they go to the body. He misses with that straight left. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Perfect counter shot. Good defense with that left jab. Beautiful counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
There's a lot on the line here.
There's the bell to start round 8. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Big whiff with the right hook. Nobody home with that hook. That uppercut doesn't land. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. He threw a punch and just got countered. At some point, the corner has to say you're done. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Defense is...
I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped this fight considering the swelling and the bruising. And he waves it off. That will do it. This fight is over.
Time is of the essence, and it was a matter of time when this happened.
Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this stoppage win?
A TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they finish the story too early. It's like being kicked out of a club before the night's done. We want to get a full-blooded who won and who lost.